In this video, I will be discussing, will Freya be a boss fight in God of War? Here we go. We are all excited for the new upcoming God of War game, whether it's called God of War 2, God of War Ragnarok, or whatever the geniuses over at Santa Monica are going to call it. And there are many great YouTubers out there that are covering the subject, so go out and check them out. And I want to thank you all personally for your time and your support. Now let's get down to business. One big question that I keep hearing is Freya going to be a boss fight in the future of God of War? Will Freya rejoin the Aesir to take revenge on Kratos and Atreus? Will Freya regain her warrior spirit? Will she be the biggest challenge of Kratos' time in the Norse realm? Well, we're going to go take a look, so stay tuned. So first, let's take a look at the time Mimir told the story of how the walls of Asgard were built, because I think this is going to be a huge part in this upcoming game or games.
Mimir, you never told me what happened with the stonemason's son.
Hrimthur, son of Thamur. After completing his father's masterwork, the Great Wall of Jotunheim, he thought of nothing but making the Aesir pay for their crimes against the giants. Once he longed to fight Thor, but tragedy had brought wisdom to Hrimthur and cunning. He observed that Asgard's walls were half-built and shoddy, for no Aesir god could be bothered with such tiresome labour. So Hrimthur adopted the guise of an ordinary man and made the Aesir an offer. He would build them majestic new walls, and if he couldn't build them within 2 turns of the season, they would owe him nothing for his labours. And if he succeeded, he asked only for an audience with the goddess Freya. Odin agreed, knowing the task was impossible, but intrigued by the stranger. Hrimthur made short work of it, of course. He had the benefit of his father's training and the aid of a magical stallion for fetching stones. Odin was not happy to find himself on the losing end of the wager, but he seemed to uphold his end of the bargain. Freya was sent to meet the mason, and to her surprise, he wanted only to whisper something in her ear. That being done, he made his way out of Asgard. And when he found Thor awaiting him at the gates of Midgard, he knew he had been double-crossed. But he didn't care, because his plan was complete.
It was? What did he say to Freya?
Only she could say for certain, but I've had many moons to work it out. Hrimthur knew that Freya loathed the Aesir, despite her marriage to Odin, and I believe he gave her the secret to Asgard's defences. Some weakness he may have built in, structural or magical, which I expect will be exploited come Ragnarok when Surtur arrives to burn Asgard to ash, if not sooner.
So with this all said, it does seem like Freya is potentially the only living being that knows how to penetrate the walls of Asgard, because the giant Hrimthur, who built the walls, potentially told her. Just like Mimir says, Freya hates the Aesir, and I think Hrimthur knew that all along. To get his revenge on the Aesir for the death of his father and the death of many of his kind as well, he designed their walls of defense, which could lead him to build in a major flaw within the walls, as well as for an invading army to exploit. But I do not think Freya will be on the attack from the outside of the wall. No, I think Freya is going to lead the rebellion from inside the walls of Asgard. But Shane, how is she going to do that? Well, I'm going to tell you, so stay tuned in. It'll all make sense in a minute. I think Freya will rejoin the Aesir ranks. Maybe she won't like it, and maybe she still hates Odin, but do you think she hates Kratos even more for killing her son Baldur? I think she does. I think she will only be out for revenge against Kratos, even if it means rejoining Odin and the Aesir. My biggest reason behind this is when Mimir told Kratos and Atreus that Freya came to visit him while they were in Jotunheim. This is what Mimir said.
Brothers, there's another thing I must let you know. From the time you were away in Jotunheim.
Well, tell us then.
It concerns Freya. She paid me a visit.
What did you tell her?
What little I know about where Odin may have kept her Valkyrie wings. Seems she's rather bent on reclaiming her warrior spirit. I'm afraid the cycle of vengeance may not be so easily broken.
This is why I think Freya will rejoin Odin to find her Valkyrie wings so she can take out her pain on Kratos. So do I think she will find her Valkyrie wings? in God of War Ragnarok, or whatever it's going to be called? Yes. Yes, I do. In September of 2020, the actress who voices Freya, Danielle Basutti, posted a tweet saying she was working on the game. Nothing out of the ordinary there. But what was out of the ordinary was the picture she posted with the tweet. It was Danielle posing as Freya with her wings as seen here. But shortly after this tweet was posted, it was removed. Now, what does that mean? I think it means that the team at Santa Monica had Danielle remove the tweet because it gave away too much information about the upcoming game. I think the photo of Danielle was an accidental leak showing Freya will get her wings in the upcoming God of War game. All of this leads to Freya's revenge, potentially one of the best boss battles in the God of War franchise. I mean, do you remember taking on the Valkyrie Queen? I mean, literally trying to beat her over and over again? And I tried so many times, and it pretty much broke me. But I can remember the pure happiness and the feeling of accomplishment when I finally did. I think Freya is going to be even more epic, difficult, and rewarding than the Valkyrie Queen because she is the true Valkyrie Queen. So what do you think? Will Freya rejoin Odin? Will Freya find her Valkyrie wings? Or am I completely off? Tell me in the comments down below, and let's discuss it. My name is Shane Static. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.